The New York Times reported over the weekend that the Trump campaign engaged in a scheme to continue to bilk their supporters, some of them individually out of thousands and thousands of dollars apiece, all because of the way they set up their recurring donations to the campaign. So here's what happened, as the New York Times put it. Actually, I'll read it directly from the New York Times. Contributors had to wade through a fine print disclaimer and manually uncheck a box to opt out. As the election neared, the Trump team made the disclaimer increasingly opaque, an investigation by the New York Times showed. It introduced a second pre-checked box known internally as a money bomb that doubled a person's contribution. Eventually, its solicitations featured lines of text in bold and capital letters that overwhelmed the opt-out language. Now, on the surface, essentially, there's nothing inherently illegal about what the campaign did here. Is it unethical? Absolutely. Is it dirty and deceitful? 100%. Illegal? Probably not. But here is what happened to some individuals. You had one individual who donated what he thought was a one-time amount of $990, and then within weeks, the campaign was taking out $8,000. And he had to go through the rigorous process of getting his donations refunded to him. Another man wanted to give just a couple dollars one time, didn't uncheck the boxes because they didn't know they were there, ended up with these recurring payments. And this is a man who, by the way, was in hospice care. So he was essentially knew that his days on this planet were very limited. And one of the last actions that he experiences in his life on Earth is getting screwed over by the Donald Trump campaign, getting lied to by this individual, getting scammed out of his money by Donald Trump. It's one of the last things that happened to this man. It's ridiculous. But folks, this is what Trump has been about since day one. It's always about the grift. It is now and always has been. And it will forever continue to be. And anyone out there at this point who still falls for it, that's on you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Or as George W. Bush says, can't get fooled again. But no, these individuals have been fooled once. They've been fooled twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. We're on in the hundreds of times they've been fooled now. And honestly, I'm out of sympathy. I am 100% out of any kind of sympathy or empathy for these individuals because we have been screaming it for 5 years now that this man will do whatever it takes to swindle every single person he comes in contact with. But instead of listening to us, instead of listening to the many other voices of reason who've been saying the exact same thing, these Trump supporters continue to follow this Pied Piper down this path, and then every time he screws them over, they come, oh, I didn't know it was going to happen. Oh, I'm so sad. I don't care. You deserve it at this point. If you're going to continue to follow this man, if you're going to continue to fork over your money to this billionaire, you deserve whatever you have coming. And honestly, it kind of pains me to say this because this isn't the kind of person I am. But there's only so many times that you can warn people that they're making mistakes. There's only so many times you can try to help them and they reject you before you finally throw your hands up and say, well, screw it then. Whatever happens, happens. And that's the point I have finally hit with these Trump supporters.